I'd like to welcome everybody to our Tuesday, May 26, 2026 Cascade City Council meeting. We'll have a call to order with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
roll call.
Riker,
Here.
Weber, Hush,
Here.
Gale,
Here.
Delaney.
Here.
Need a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion by Hush,
I'll second it.
second by Gale. All in favor? Aye. At this point, we'll have public comment. There's a limit of 3 minutes per person on agenda items and local government issues. State your name.
Marila Gudenkopf. I've been a resident of Cascade for going on for 30 years. I come here today to request that a community meeting be scheduled to address the concerns and questions that people have about the Bitcoin mining center that's planned for the Cascade Industrial Park. There's so much misinformation, so many rumors, and just a complete lack of information out there for the public. Should the centre be built, it's my understanding that it's not just going to affect the people that live on Oak Hill, but the other people in Cascade, you know, the citizens of Cascade. And it just seems like a logical step. I mean, there are people worried about the centre in town, and it shouldn't be like that. We should know what's going on. So I don't know, I didn't know what else to do but come to you and say, can we just have a sit down? Can we have a meeting to address these concerns? Because people are worried, and maybe worried unduly.
Yeah, there will be a meeting. The
don't have it
owner
set up
discussed.
yet. I just don't know when.
Discussed.
Okay.
So once he knows exactly what he's doing, he will have a meeting, or proposing to do, I should say.
So he being,
Adam, the
Adam.
owner of
the
Bitcoin
property.
mining.
okay,
The owner of the
Simple
property.
Mining?
So the last public news I've heard from him is sometime in May. The window's closing on May. Is there anything new from him, or do we need to reach out to him to get an update so we can pass it on to the people that are concerned about it?
I think the sooner the better.
Yeah.
I mean, the longer this drags on,
Yeah.
But
the worse people's perceptions are of it.
I agree with Jamie.
I agree.
I thought 2 months ago when this was brought up, there was supposed to be something in early May, and there's absolutely nothing been brought to the public and whatever, so I think
I
we're
think
way
I'm-
overdue, and I don't know why why the foot dragging or just what's going on, but
I'm hearing different things every day. You know, it's gone from, is it a 40, are there going to be 40 containers, or is it a complete building? You know, I'm hearing different things. And I just feel like there's a lack of transparency. And we're citizens of Cascade, and I think we have the right to know.
And you're correct.
You do.
But this is also the economic developments thing, not the city of Cascade.
it affects the citizens of
It
Cascade.
sure does.
And
It sure
especially the
does.
citizens of Oak Hill,
Exactly.
so.
It sure does. So
Regardless.
when he has his plan ready, he's going to have a meeting.
Okay, and at that stage, it is still a plan, presumably?
Correct.
Okay, so there will be a meeting prior to any
Oh,
final
yeah.
decision
Yeah.
being made? It is still at the planning stage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine, that's answered my question.
Thank you.
Yeah, I guess I should have just watched the news. You stole my thunder, but I'm here for the same reason. Call the meeting, get it out, let the people come. The public, the developer, economic development group, which I had no idea was separate from the city until this came up. No idea. No idea.
You sat on the
Did-
city
on the
council and you didn't know
Absolutely,
economic development was
absolutely.
separate from
Did
the city of
other people
Cascade?
realize that the economic development group was a complete separate entity with no responsibilities and no answering to nobody?
Yeah,
Did you-
It's always been that way.
I mean, I know it now, but I did not. No, don't ask them. Never mind. But anyway, so, okay, and there's a couple of things, and the plan is good. Let's have a plan and let's see if it's gonna work, see if the city likes it or doesn't. And again, you have no choice because the Economic Development Group is out in Nana land, separate from the city. Is that true or not? True. They're separate from the city,
Yeah, they are separate.
answerable to nobody. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I appreciate, now you guys went from 2 minutes to 3 minutes, so I'll even wind down here, but, a couple of things, and again, to answer questions, for instance, my understanding, from what I've heard, this entity will pay no property tax, and in lieu of property tax, get this, citizens of Cascade, in lieu of property tax, they're gonna pay the Economic Development Group $125,000. Huh.
Let's wait until
Well,
the plan
that's just
is
it,
out
Mark.
there.
We're gonna wait, and we're gonna wait, and everything
Because
keeps
the
moving.
scope of the plan has changed.
Has that amount changed? Has that deal changed? And wait,
We don't know.
another thing is, people who have been asked, have asked for information, gets 12 pages of information, half of it is redacted, blacked out. That's not right. I'm sorry. Now, is it legal or whatever, that's different, but I'm sorry, I don't think the Economic Development Group has the city of Cascade exactly in their forefront or their thought process.
Do you know, yes, you're right. Nobody knows what's going on.
That's right.
We don't totally know what's going on.
That's right, too. But we should.
When he gets his plan together,
What do you think's gonna change between now and in the middle of May? The plan. I don't know, you don't, yeah, okay, all right. Just make sure the plan is revealed and allowed at least an opinion, and there again, I don't think the city of Cascade can say no.
if everything fits in line, you can.
Yeah, if it meets the industrial park agenda and this and that, but, now wait for it. That $125,000, if that's true, Mark, that's just stealing money from the city of Cascade, stealing it. They're getting $40,000 an acre, they can play with that money for the next 10 years. They don't need the $125,000. That's not gonna put in sewer or water, it's not gonna do anything. That's wrong. Okay, and then the last thing is, can we just sell that library tomorrow? Just tomorrow, the next day, put it up for auction. Geez, it's only been a year.
That's next on the agenda.
Okay.
Not tonight.
No, see, there again, next time. But anyway,
June
yeah,
meeting.
but that's great, that's gonna be scheduled. It'll be interesting to see. Anybody that wants to can come, listen, hear, talk, be informed. It's way overdue, I think, and the council is the one that can drive it. And if you don't drive it, it isn't gonna happen. And when it's all said and done, somebody will say, gee, I didn't see that coming. That'll be the first word out of somebody, I didn't see that coming. Wait and see.
Thank you.
Before we move on, can I just ask one more question? Does anyone from the council attend the economic development meetings? You do?
I'm on the board as well.
You are on the board? Okay, so we do have representation, so someone on the council does know what's going on.
Selectively, as a director, we know, but there's a lot of things we don't know as well, so it's
So
not.
when you're at an economic development meeting, you're acting as a member of the board of the economic development meeting? When you're on the
I
council
act
meeting,
as
you're
both
here.
a city representative as well as a
Okay.
director on the board.
Okay.
Yep.
I was just concerned that there may be a conflict of interest.
There's not really a financial conflict whatsoever. Some
But not
people feel it's,
Not
some-
necessarily a financial
yeah,
conflict.
there's no financial conflict. Some people feel it's a good idea to have somebody on, most of your economic boards do have some type of council representative on them. It's usually thought to be a good idea,
Okay,
so
okay.
there's a
Thank
back and
you.
forth.
Thank you. Any other public comment? None? We'll go to the consent agenda. City Council minutes, 5/11/26. Personnel Committee minutes, 5/14/26. Cascade Economic Development Corporation minutes, 4/15/26. Jones County Economic Development Board minutes, 4/28/26. UM Bank 2017 bond for Highway 136 North, and that's the principal payment of $135,000 and interest payment of $2,025. UMB Bank 2019 bond for the pool, principal payment of $125,000 and interest payment of $19,200. UMB Bank 2024 bond for library and Highway 136 South, principal payment of $100,000 and interest payment of $23,960. Iowa Finance Authority SRF bond for the sewer plant, principal payment of $415,000 and interest payment of $48,667.50 and service fees of $6,952.50. May 26, 2026 claims. Is there any questions about the consent agenda?
I just want to make one comment. Number 5, that 2017 bond, that this is our final payment that will be paid off.
All right.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
I do have a question on page 13 of the payables. Coast to Coast Solutions, apparently promotional items for over $1,000. Do we know what exactly what promotional items are being purchased from them?
That's for the police, for promotional items.
Do we have an idea what type of promotional items we're talking about, or?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It looks like shield-shaped stickers, retro pop-up lanterns, and then some 30-ounce tumblers,
For Crime Night Out?
probably for Crime Night
I'm
Out.
willing to bet that's what it's for.
The stickers would be normal.
You just
That-
send those out all the
The
time.
lanterns and stuff sound like trying that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions? If none, I need a motion on the consent agenda.
I'll make motion to accept the consent agenda.
Motion by Hush,
Second.
second by Weber, all in favor?
Aye.
Number 7, public hearing, but for budget amendment fiscal year 2026. I need a motion to open public hearing.
I'll make a motion to open.
Motion by Raker,
I'll second it.
second by Gale, roll call.
Weber,
Aye.
Hush,
Aye.
Gale,
Aye.
Delaney,
Aye.
and Raker.
Aye.
Is there any changes to this at all?
Nope.
If not, no questions, I need a motion to close public hearing.
We'll make a motion.
Motion by Weber,
Second.
second by Raker, roll call.
Hush,
Aye.
Gale,
Aye.
Delaney,
Aye.
Raker,
Aye.
Weber.
Number 8, consideration to approve resolution number 33-26, adopting the City of Cascades fiscal year 26 budget amendment for the fiscal year that begins July 1, 2025, and ends June 30th, 2026. Is there any questions?
Yeah, I've got a good question. On page 26, in regards to workman comp, it was off by exactly $10,000 or whatever. Budget was 2520. Went up to 12,520.
Chuck and fire.
No, public safety. Or public safety.
Yeah, public safety, so
Okay.
fire. Yeah,
Was there a
so
problem,
the
or-
work comp did, I had 2520 budgeted, and we paid 12,520 because it went up per member, $200, and then if you remember, I told you that our experience mod for work comp went from 0.92 to 1.52. So it greatly affected our fire department.
Okay.
And then their fee for their work comp also went up, which it goes up almost every year. Yeah.
And that's probably been projected into the next budget year, that higher
Yes.
number.
So next year, so this budget that we just approved, hopefully I budgeted enough.
Okay.
If there's no other questions, I need a motion.
Make a motion.
Motion by Delaney,
Second.
second by Hush, roll call.
Delaney,
Aye.
Raker,
Aye.
Weber,
Aye.
Hush,
Aye.
Gale.
Aye.
Number 9, consideration to approve resolution number 34-26, a resolution expressing additional support for the Cascade Beach Nut Homes single-family housing development to be included in the application for the Iowa Economic Development Workforce Housing Tax Credit. And that was changed that if there's a grant available, that the fees can be waived
Right, and it's only for that.
just for that specific one.
Right.
Is there any questions on this? If none, I need a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Delaney,
Second.
second by Weber, roll call.
Raker,
Aye.
Weber,
Aye.
Hush,
Nay.
Gale,
Aye.
Delaney.
Aye.
Number 10, reports. Tyler,
Got anything, Tyler?
you have the spotlight.
The only thing, Fred's on vacation. The only thing he asked me to relay was that we are extending the application period. I believe we only had 3 come in, and he's gone on vacation anyway to do interviews, so I'm gonna extend that and see what we get, so. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything from the new administrator?
Just a few things. The Personnel Committee and Chantel and I are holding interviews this week for the city clerk position. We had 2 prior to the council meeting, and then we have 3 on Thursday, and then after that, we'll decide if we need second interviews or how we're gonna address it. Nuisance letters were sent to an address on Buchanan Street, and then I'm also preparing one for Second Avenue, and then another one on Polk Street. We're getting quotes for doing the First Avenue restriping. It hasn't been done since 2019. So those quotes will be on the June 8th agenda. And then first round of the veterans banners are up. They look amazing. We've had a lot of compliments on them, and we've also had quite a few people reach out that didn't buy them and want to buy them. So I don't know if we'll do another round of ordering, like
Yeah.
mid to late next year. But I want to give a big thank you out to CMU because they're the ones that hung them all for us.
They did
so,
an awesome
yeah.
job,
So,
and they positioned them correctly to the person that's in the banner.
yeah, they did a very good job.
Yep.
So, the pool opened yesterday and we had record attendance. It was very, very busy. And then just a reminder, the June meetings will be very busy probably because we have things to review prior to the end of the fiscal year, so.
When's construction starting on the street?
I think he said mid-July. They're not starting till then, so.
Mark, did you have any chance to find out anything about painting?
It's very
restripe.
expensive. That paint that we're using is very expensive. That's all I know. That's what he told me.
That's the good stuff.
Did they recommend it, or, I mean, as a cost
Yeah,
benefit?
He really didn't say. You sent him the type of paint.
Are you talking about the painting?
On the streets.
Yeah.
remember?
We got a quote already from the one that did it in 2019, and it's that very good paint that lasted this long. And then we got a quote from Kleesner, and we're gonna just go ahead and get that, and then council can decide what we're gonna do. If we go with the high long-lasting paint, or we do it less expensive and have to do it more often.
I think we let it go and put it back the way it was. So I don't get killed cutting grass.
When's City Park gonna get asphalt?
That is gonna wait till ball season's over,
Oh, okay.
because there's games all
Too
the
much
time and too much going
stuff.
on, so
So in
it'll,
July
yeah,
sometime.
yeah.
And it was too wet this spring.
Was there any more conversation about Neppers? Down on 136, where they're cutting that corner?
Oh, yeah, we were gonna put
Stalls.
a
Art stalls, yeah.
stalls, yeah.
They put some dirt in there and they put some rock in there too, probably, or something.
Speaking of the Ball Diamond parking lot, I've noticed it twice coming from Sawyer's games. But I've had two people approach me about it. People parking on 136. and I know
On the east side?
And I know you have to, but
We just
It-
talked about
Just
that
talked-
before.
at least blocking it within 3 or 4 car lengths of the entrance, because when you're pulling out of there, people
Oh, it
park on
tightens
the
it
side
up.
of
Oh, on the
136.
west
Yeah,
side
see.
too,
So on the,
or the east side?
it'd be on the west side, on north and south of the entrance into the new city
Into the
parking lot.
park.
When they, you know,
Okay.
you're coming out into a tunnel of cars and you can't see. And I've noticed it, like, it's bad. But I've had a couple people when I'm working approach me about it too.
Okay, maybe we should get some no parking.
I had
so
a
far.
request about people parking on the shoulder on the east side of 136, that when the kids are running across the car, the people coming
Yeah.
from the south are
Yeah.
moving pretty fast.
Yeah, and they're gonna have to park there on somewhere.
There's
on
no other-
136. There's nowhere else to park.
Well,
But-
hopefully when we get this done and we put lines in there that might.
And
make-
that's what I was telling them,
you
is once
know,
we get that painted, it should be a lot more people.
Maybe we can
able to
add
park in
20
there,
parking
but-
spots, you know, you never know.
Yeah, so, just wanted to pass that along.
Yeah, it's,
Thank you.
it's crazy.
Thanks.
If there's nothing else for the betterment of the community, I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion by Hush,
Second.
second by Raker, all in favor?
Aye.